This is a video tutorial on how to add a slideshow into, or a new slide into your WordPress website. What you're going to do is you're going to start out with an image. You have this image and it's going to be whatever height and width it is. It should be a very big image so that you can notice this one is actually at 100%. I can't even put the whole thing in my screen. So I have to kind of zoom out a little bit in order to see the full true picture. Right now I'm at 60%. What you want to do is you want to make this picture, you want to crop it into 940 width by 320 height. So in my photo editing software, there's a crop tool, and yours will probably have a crop tool that looks just like this one. It'll look just like this symbol. And what you're going to do is, I watch these numbers down here, and it tells me how big it is and how small it is. Actually, typically before I start, what I'll do is I will resize the photo first to the width that I need it. So I'm going to make it 940. So it's the perfect width now. Then I'm going to take my cropping and I'm going to make it into 320 height. So I'm just watching this number down here. And I'm going to make it there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it to where I want it and crop it out. Now I have a photo that's 940 by 320. Then if I want to add anything on top of it, I can make it fancier. For instance, I can add a block on top of it, and I can make it so that it is black. I like to do this just to make it a little bit fancier. Okay. And I'll make it like a little bit smaller, and then I'll make it transparent. This is just to add a little dimension when I put text on top of it. And I'll put something like welcome home. I'll use white text for that. Can use something fancy. Oh, you know what? I need to put it on top of another layer. Try it again. Make it bigger. And I give it a drop shadow to make it look cooler, and there I've kind of dressed up my photo a little bit. So once I'm done with all that, I'm just going to save the photo, and I like to save it as a SEO name, something that's going to help you. So for instance, if you're in Williamsburg, I would name it Williamsburg Homes-1, and I'll save it on my desktop so it's easy. Okay? And there you go. So make the photo any way you want. Make sure you crop it into the proper size. Put your text on top of it. Make a little box that goes on top of that, and that helps people see the text. If it's very busy, they won't see the text unless you do something like what I just did. And then save it. And now we're going to go to the WordPress site. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in here to posts, and most of the time, when I add a post to the slideshow, I give it a category name, and you're going to just put it in that category, and it'll automatically show up. So if I've already added some to it, you'll notice in your posts, here's a bunch of the slides that I already added. They're the first ones added, and you'll see they're under this category called slider. So almost always do I make these slider. In yours, it should be slider. It may be homes, but typically it's slider. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here and you're going to hit Add New. And then you're going to give it a name. And actually, for demonstration purposes, we're going to make it Williamsburg to go with the theme, Homes. And then over here, I'm going to check the category that is slider. And then I'm going to come over here and click in the body, make sure that it's on the visual tab. and I'm going to click the Add an Image next to Upload and Insert. Once that opens, you're going to click Select Files. I'm going to go to my desktop. Here's my image. It's going to upload that image. And then there's a couple things we're going to do. We're going to make sure that A, it's selected at full size. B, you're going to click Use as Featured Image. And C, you're going to click Insert into Post. That's it. Simply publish it after this. And when you go to your website, after it's done saving, it should take a second to save. There it is. Refresh the site. And there it is. And there's your slide. So that's how you add a slide to your slideshow.